here came over with his fork truck to give us a hand. We're actually hoping to have our fork truck situation figured out here in another day or so. We're going to look at a new one today. Well, new to us. So, well, all else fails, you call Northside Towing and they bring theirs over because we're having a fork truck issue at the moment. So, it's raining on your camera, Bob. I can't wait to open this. Just can't say enough thanks to Jared and all of his team at America's Most Wanted for hooking us up with this Hemi. We appreciate you guys. It's amazing the amount of resources and team it takes to put together a cool Jeep these days. You guys don't look like you're working hard.
Hey, I was already over here plowing early.
Well, there's that. We plowed and salted so that the fork truck could get around. We're going to want in as far as possible, right?
Yeah.
About there?
Yeah, that'll work, Bob. Yep.
All right, so due to the weather, which it just snowed last night, and the fact that we are currently having fork truck issues, like I said, we called Northside Towing. They brought over their fork truck for us to get this stupid thing in here. Now that it's in here, the moment we've all been waiting for, or at least the moment I've been waiting for, let's see what this darn thing looks like and see what all we got that Jared and his boys packed up for us. Big old crate. Well, we gotta get this first. Oh, that's heavier than you think it is. This is our first America's Most Wanted unboxing on YouTube. How exciting. I'm actually just going to cut this one off. Oh man, there's the tailpipe. Oh, dude, that is so big compared to the last one we had. Where's my knife? Oh, buddy. These are the motor mounts. Dude, that's so sweet. We're gonna have a Hemi. We all should have a little dance in the song, but I can't dance. You know, I love that. MagnaFlow mufflers. It's one of my favorite products to sell at the shop here for all of our customers in MagnaFlow. And ironically enough, it's the same thing America's Most Wanted uses. Here's downpipe for one side. Downpipe for the other side. Somebody might say, oh, don't sit the muffler on the ground, you're gonna scratch it. I'm gonna drag it over rocks. This will be okay. Trust me. We got a hose because, never mind, I'm not gonna say that out loud. Got a couple clamps. We got boxes of stuff. This is a lot of stuff. Holy cow. We'll go into this a little bit more detail as we start putting this thing together. We got an exhaust heat shield. Man, he didn't joke around with these kits. Dude. All the lines, all pre-made. We got exhaust wrap. We got heat shielding. We got a fluid cooler. My phone's going off. Brother's trying to call me. He's gonna have to wait. We got more heat shielding. We got another reservoir, coolant. We got some OEM trim panels, hoses, JL Taser Mini specifically for the Hemi. Shane's sitting here behind the camera, but I just looked over, he's got drool running right down his beard. Maybe that's drool. I'm not sure what he was doing earlier this morning. Could be a glazed donut or something. We got air filter, tubing, wiring. This is like a jigsaw puzzle. We got tranny lines, AC lines. Now this That's what it is. Wiper reservoir. Dude. This is gonna be radiator. Yeah, power cool radiator. With fan. You'll have to see that later because I don't want it to get damaged at the moment. But we will show you this radiator later. Now comes the moment. Let me grab my tool. Battery operated. You know what we should do? We should cut the back of this out, put a sink here, epoxy pour this, make it a bar.
Okay.
I know, but I've already taken all the screws out, so now I don't want to take them all out. We got a Hemi. Holy crap. All right. Watch out, Shane. We got a Hemi. All right. So it's already partially dressed. Most of the engine itself is dressed. It's got the exhaust manifolds on it. 8 HP 75 trans, transfer case adapter, trans mount. Look at that, America's Most Wanted custom G-case adapter. All brand new. Everything about this swap is brand spanking new. No junkyard components. We already sent them our computer. They're doing the tuning on our computer. Look at this, the whole front end's already dressed. We do have a slight modification we're gonna need to do this. We need to put our PSC pump on here for our hydro steering. All brand spanking new crate motor, Hemi, 6.4, 505 horse. Motor mounts are welded. We are installed. We clearanced our cross member in the rear. That is all set. So now we're gonna set this motor in. Hemi go in. And it's hilarious, it's orange. It matches my calipers. Or no, wait, those are red.
Matches your knuckles.
Matches my reed knuckles. We're color coordinating.
You got an eye over there? You got the motor? You got the motor? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Too far forward. Huh? Oh yeah, I know.
Right there.
Coming down.
Just hitting on the washer. The whole engine's gotta go my way. There you go. It's in.
Good back there?
Yep, it's in the holes. It's in. Ta-da! All right, somebody jump in, hit the key, let's hear it.
That's it.
Too early. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna lift up this trans, we're gonna pull off this extension housing and get our T-case on here. Once that's on, we can start doing all the little crap. And there's a lot of little crap. But Hemi's in. We are having some interference issues with some of our aftermarket components. We are sorting through those as we speak. Basically, anytime you're dealing with multiple aftermarket companies, America's Most Wanted has an amazing outfit, and they know their crap. I mean, they really do. And they supplied us with a hell of a nice kit. But there is some of our aftermarket stuff that doesn't correlate well with theirs. So we're actually probably gonna end up getting a few more parts from them to solve a few of these problems. They're super minor. And once we have those solutions, I'll show you the problem and the solution. But for now, that's where we're at today. We're gonna continue tomorrow.
The next day.
All right, so we've been diligently working along on this Hemi. We haven't been videoing a whole lot because you're just missing a bunch of the mundane stuff. We had the engine trans finally set. We got the exhaust hooked up, and then really it kind of wasn't much to video, but we just sat the body back down. So the body's back down, Hemi is in. We have a lot of details to sort out, and we have a lot of interference to deal with. So these Hemis are a bolt-in situation for the most part. You gotta weld the motor mounts. Everything else is pretty much all sorted out through America's Most Wanted. But we have a lot of aftermarket companies that we have their products on this vehicle, and they don't fit so well. The Genesis dual battery system, we're totally gonna refabricate all of that to make it fit. If you were running stock stuff, none of this would be really a major concern. But that being said, we've done so much stuff over this vehicle over the last 4 years that yeah, we're gonna sort through all this stuff. We're gonna change all of our steering. The PSC cooler we're gonna remove. Our PSC hydraulic steering for our hydro assist. We have to change and modify all of that. It will not work with this. And I say it won't work. It would technically work if I wanted to get crazy custom and start doing a bunch of stuff. But America's Most Wanted already has solutions for all that. So I'm just gonna go pick up some stuff from them on Monday, and that'll sort that out for us. Eric is currently working on all the custom fab for the dual battery system. We have a lot of electrical on this Jeep that does not come stock. We got an inverter, we've got a refrigerator, we've got an dual air compressor. You can see here, the body's on. We're back on the ground, it's under its own weight. Pretty much, for the most part, I would say the heavy lifting stuff is done. Now the devil's in the details. What's up, Bob?
All right, Ken, where we at? Update time on the Hemi swap.
Just tightening up the drive shaft here. Just got done tightening up the drive shaft. So the underneath is pretty much buttoned up. We haven't done crap up top yet. But we just got done putting in the front drive shaft. Rear drive shaft's already in. As far as skid plates, we had to make some modifications. This has the Rusty's Off-Road complete skid plate kit. Nothing changes in the gas tank. That all stays the same. Actually, the TK skid bolts right up. That stays the same. The old Resonator skid stays the same, but we had to modify the bracketry back here because of all the new Hemi exhaust. It's got the MagnaFlow. So we had to modify this bracket a little bit just due to kind of location. It was just very minor. We just kind of welded a tab on and twisted the bracket a little bit. So that turned out good. The engine skid, again, because this stayed the same, these two bolts stayed the same, but we had to modify all of this up top. So this used to go up to the stock style motor mounts. We cut that, fabricated new bracketry, welded that all up. We were able to keep it basically like Rusty's had it, but now it fits with the Hemi. And then the exhaust used to have a crossover right here. And so we kind of welded some plate in there to kind of put some rigidity back into it. And there's actually more room in between the transmission and the skid plate than there used to be. So honestly, it kind of fits really damn good. Again, we modified the bracket on this side as well. We plasma cut out some tabs and welded that all up. So depending on what skid plate system you have, you might have to rework shit. There are might have to rework stuff. There are some companies out there that do offer Hemi swap skid systems that are bolt-in. If I didn't have a skid, I would have bought that, but I already had a skid system and it took like, I don't know, 40 minutes to fix. So we just did that route. So we're kind of done under here. We had to change a bunch of steering stuff. When it comes to steering, all of the PSC system that we had on our JL, we had the full PSC hydro assist system. It had the RAM, the lines, had the aftermarket JL gearbox. All the electronic steering assist stuff had been removed. All of the whole entire system isn't reusable. We took it all off and started over. So America's Most Wanted supplied us with a gearbox. We were able to keep our pavement arm, and then everything up top, we'll show you here in a second, had to change. We still have the current RAM on here that was out of our old system, but I got a feeling that might not work out much longer. I'm gonna have to make some changes there as well. But that one you're gonna have to stay tuned for, because that one's not in this video. That's gonna be a whole different video. But, so underneath is done. Now we have the nightmare of the top side to sort out. I'm probably not gonna film a lot of the details because it's tedious. It's super crazy tedious, and you don't wanna watch a 2-hour long video. Trust me. So I'm gonna show you some of the highlights of what we have to deal with because of our different systems that aren't compatible with America's Most Wanted stuff. We did not modify their stuff, we modified our stuff. So let's show you some of that. So one of the first problems, you have to have a battery to start the vehicle, right? And I have to also have 2 batteries because I need my ice maker. Priorities matter. Bob's laughing at me, but priorities matter. So our Genesis dual battery system did not fit with a Hemi. And at first we weren't even sure how we were gonna retain it, but we were able to take everything and shrink it down. We took every 1/16 of an inch that they had excess everywhere, and we plasma cut the crap out of it, welded it all together, sand it all up to get powder coated. And we changed all the bracketry and shifted everything over tighter. If you're looking at the vehicle, it's actually kicked on a little bit of an angle. We had to literally squeeze every ounce of room we could out of this system. And if I would have went with any bigger battery, I couldn't have done it. So we really had to get kind of crazy over here to make this all fit. And then the America's Most Wanted kit comes with a washer tank and the coolant overflow tank. And we had to modify their bracketry as well because we had to modify this bracketry. So like their stuff would have bolted in with a stock JL, but because nothing over here was stock for us, their stuff didn't fit. It's not that they did anything wrong. It's that I put a bunch of crap in the way that they don't plan for because, well, that's not their damn job. So it's not to discount America's Most Wanted 4x4 because their install stuff is absolutely amazing. But we knew when we started this project, we were gonna have to make their stuff fit with our stuff or make our stuff fit with theirs. And I didn't want to get crazy modifying their stuff because they spent so much time. They're so smart and they really invested the time into engineering this system properly that I felt like we would be better off moving the battery stuff, and it's probably easier to do as well. We don't want to start shifting engines over and changing driveline angles and all that kind of crap. So we kind of just decided to move this. We had to shrink some of their bracketry. We had to move bolt holes, change wiring, hose routings, all that kind of stuff. So we got that all sorted out. That was actually probably one of the bigger pain in the butts other than the steering. The steering was a huge pain in the butt. And it really wasn't that big a deal except for I just didn't know it ahead of time. Our JL gearbox is not compatible with a Hemi. The PSC, I should say. The JL PSC gearbox is not compatible with a Hemi. And I'm not saying you can't make it fit because even they told me you can make it fit, but you gotta do some serious grinding. We got this side sorted out. We're gonna show you a couple things over there and we'll go from there. So over here, we didn't really have to modify a whole lot. Like I said, once we got the gearbox from them and sorted that situation out, that went just, it was bolt in. It was so simple to deal with. Hindsight on my end, I really wished I'd known ahead of time. Maybe I should have informed them because it would just made that a lot easier. We had to redo a bunch of our lines for our air system because we have the onboard air system with the up-down air kit. And again, that's not to America's Most Wanted's fault. That's our problem that our stuff isn't compatible with their stuff. When you're dealing with this many companies, you got up-down air, you got Genesis, you got PSC, all these companies, they're not gonna work together. So if you have a modified Jeep, you need to plan on the fact that you're gonna run into some hurdles to deal with. And if you're paying a shop to do your Hemi swap, they're gonna give you an estimate, right? But an estimate is not a guaranteed price. There's gonna be some variances in that if they have to start sorting out your crap, or you're gonna take it home and sort it out yourself. So naturally we had to change a lot of our airlines routing, lengths, and then once you cut this crap, we had to get new hose or new lines and stuff to change a bunch of that. They come with an air filter sock. We got that all installed. Computers installed. One of the other things I love about their systems is that it comes with a full aluminum radiator. There's no aluminum plastic crap radiator. They spring the money for a super nice high dollar radiator. Comes with a fan system that bolts in, comes with all your hoses, it comes with everything. Like, they seriously spent the money to do it right. There are other companies out there that offer alternatives, but they're an alternative for the reason. So choose your own poison. We want the best, so we bought the best. So, I don't know. What do you think, Bob? Think we should fire this thing up?
Absolutely.
Do we need to start it so I can charge the air conditioning?
I'm ready.
You think it'll start?
I mean,
Do you have any faith?
I do, actually.
I have a lot of faith. Do you know why?
Why?
Because Eric's really good. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I got some of the best techs in the world. Eric is been spearheading most of this project because I have to run the business, and this is not my only obligation in life. I've been hands-on with a lot of it, but I won't lie. I'll be very honest. Eric has spearheaded a vast majority of this project. He's even done some of it in his spare time on the weekends. But if it wasn't for Eric, we still would have got it done. It just got done way quicker and probably a little cleaner. Yeah. So we have to give all credit where credit's due, and Eric is amazing. We have such amazing guys here. I guess let's fire it up.
Let's fire it up.
Let's fire it up. But the problem is, there was one problem, Bob.
What's that?
They have to stay tuned for next week.
Oh, sucks for you.
Stay tuned. Next week, we're going to fire this up. Maybe we'll smoke these little baby 37s and see what they do. See you guys.